Yo, 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 what up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? Hey, guys, you got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I wanted to hop on here and do a quick update for you all. Want to do a quick update on what is happening. What is happening? Just hold on a sec here. As you guys are coming on, if you can just let me know, where are you tuning in from today? Where are you tuning in from today? And so that I can find out who is on the broadcast. Who do we got? Okay, we have got the one and only, the only, Mark Presswood. Come on down. How are you, my friend? Was a great Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you so much. Okay, we got Kieran. Welcome to the broadcast. How are you, sir? Good to see you here today. Who else do we got? We've got Dunbar. Great to see you here. Who else we got here? Oh, Mark's telling us he's from the west coast of Los Angeles. And we've got, who do we got here? Lucianne, live from South Africa. Guys, this is so powerful. I got to tell you, this is so powerful. Who do we got here? We got Laura Wall from Massachusetts. This is great to see. Great to see people tuning in from all around the world. Guys, you know, this is really the power of the internet, okay? And a lot of people don't really get this concept because they don't really know what to do. They don't really understand the whole concept here of what is the power of the internet. Dunbar is tuning in from Nigeria. We've got Mr. Ron Mayberry. He is from Delaware. Delaware in the Hughes. Delaware is in the Hughes. Good to see you, Ron. Congratulations on your book win. That will be fired off to here shortly. Mark says, hello to all viewers, 14 and growing. Yes. Shanae, welcome from South Africa. Great to see you here. Aaron Bajaj, Toronto is in the house. We've got Alicia, great to see you. Great, thanks for tuning in. And Mark Presswood says it's the energy porthole transfer in progress. Guys, I'm just going to turn on the light here in the bat cave here, so we've got a little bit more light. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, guys. So what I want to chat with you here today, guys, is how to be able to add $10,000 to your income before Christmas, okay? Before Christmas. Now, if you're a home-based business owner, okay, that could include the network marketing industry. You could be an affiliate marketer. You could be an MLM. You may just have some other sort of home-based business. You could be a realtor. You could be a mortgage broker. You could be in the insurance industry, the automotive industry, anything where you're working from home as an independent entrepreneur, an independent consultant, something where you are making commissions, right? But your home is your base. It's really a work from anywhere business, quite frankly, because you can, anywhere you've got a computer and a Wi-Fi connection, you can work, right? And a lot of people will say to me, Darren, how's it possible just to pick up, take off, and go to Manila for 2.5 months? Or in December, I'm taking off for a month and I'm going to Maui for a month. What you really have to understand here, guys, is with the power of the internet, you have a portable office that can go anywhere with you, right? That you want to go. Anywhere you want to travel around the world, you can go anytime you want. And your income is not cut off, right? Because you always have access to the internet. That's the power. So in other words, right now, I could be doing a Facebook Live, a YouTube Live, broadcasting in all these different groups from anywhere in the world, okay? Anywhere in the world, guys. So what you got to really realize is that that's really the power of the internet. That's the freedom. That gives you the freedom to do whatever you want, go wherever you want to go. You can work from a restaurant. I've done broadcasts from restaurants before, from the Night and Day restaurant. You can be in a lounge. You can be in a hotel lobby, right? You could be live at the airport, really anywhere that there is Wi-Fi. Welcome, Calvin. Great to see you here today. We've got light on action from Kieran. Okay, great. So, you know, in the event that you're in one of those verticals, okay, you're in one of the verticals, especially, guys, if you're in the network marketing, affiliate marketing, or MLM industry, the biggest challenge that people have is that they don't get properly trained on how exactly does the business model even work. Okay, how exactly does the business model work? And truth be known, the majority of people come from corporate America. That's where they start, and then they want to bridge out of corporate America into network marketing, MLM, affiliate marketing, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing. They're completely, totally different business models, completely, okay? They're like apples and oranges. The corporate America business model is all about features and benefits, and the home-based business industry, if you ever want to get to 7 figures, multiple 7 figures or 8 figures, guys, it's actually a leadership business model. This model over here is about teaching and training, and this model over here is about pitching, doing cold calls, booking appointments, pitching your deal, dealing with objections. That is not this business model. That's not even how it's done. So the frustration that people have is that it's kind of like taking a round pole and trying to jam it into a square cube with a hole in it. They're never going to fit. You can jam it as hard as you want. You can even take a hammer and try and jam it through there. It will never, ever go in, ever. And this is the reason why the failure rate is so high in our industry, because people are never actually taught what the business model even is. They don't understand how it works. They don't understand the distinction between the corporate America business model and the networking business model. So they're literally just doing this. They're doing this. They're spinning their wheels, spinning their wheels, spinning their wheels, spinning their wheels, and they don't make any money. In fact, 97%, guys, 97, that is a real big number. 97% of the entire industry, right, fails. Bummer. 97%, okay? And only 0.1% of all the people that get into the business model make $400 a month or more, okay? So the question that you got to really truly ask yourself is, what's the little tiny tweak? What is the tweak where I could help somebody at 21 years old go from a bread factory worker, right, making minimum wage, and the very first 30 days, without spending a single penny on paid ads, just understanding the psychology of the market, how it works, why it works, what is social media? What is it? How do you use it? How do you get people to engage with you to get incoming inquiries about your business? How's it possible to take somebody like that with no previous experience and help them in their very first month 1, okay? Listen to what I'm saying, guys. Month 1, make $23,000 US, okay? That's almost a full year of working for minimum wage, right? It could even be more, right, at the bread factory than one single month, learning exactly how the process works, why it works, and what do you do, right? What do you actually do in order to get lift off and then get your business into massive momentum? What do we got here? We got Kiara. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. We got George tuning in from Cancun, Mexico. Guys, this is actually another phenomenal story. Okay, I'm going to be actually interviewing George over the next couple of days. What I'm going to be doing, just so you really understand what's happening here. What I want for you to be able to do is actually interact and engage with these people that have gone from rags to riches. Now, George's story is off the charts, guys, okay? He was working at a call center in Mexico, and he was only making $160 a month, okay? Working full-time, $160 a month. And right now, he's just right around 2 years, and he's made roughly about $220,000 US, right? And all of these people, guys, all of these people have been able to do this without spending a single penny on paid ads. So I'm not talking about, say, Samuel making 23 grand, and a lot of people will show you that number, but then they won't show you how much money they spent on paid advertising. So they're out in the marketplace promoting that they've done, say, 100 grand in sales, but what they don't tell you is that they spent 50,000 of that on paid ads. I'm talking about people, when the numbers that I give you, that's profit, guys. That is profit. So $23,000 for Samuel, month one, in profit, okay, in profit. So what's up, George? What's going on, brother? J. Alfredo, great to see you here. Mark says, make them light up, okay? Cool, cool. We got Reginald, love it. What is social media really, right? Social media, guys, just so you know, is an advertising platform, okay? And it's disguised as a social network. A lot of people don't realize this. So Facebook itself, in the event that it was a social network, then they would want to encourage you to connect with new people, right? I mean, isn't that what networking really is? If you go to an event and you network and you meet and connect with new people, that's networking, okay? Facebook is not truly a social network, because in the event that you're adding people, they'll say, are you sure you know this person? Are you sure you know this person? Well, the whole concept of being social is to meet new people, get new connections, and it's not set up that way. It's not set up that way, okay? So what Facebook really is a data collector, so that they can find out more about your demographic, all your likes, all of your dislikes, your age, right? When you were born, what month you were born, what things that your passions, your hobbies, and then they'll track where you go and what you click on to know what you like, okay? And then what they do is they provide all of that data over to the advertisers, and then the advertisers can select certain things, certain interests, certain age groups, certain demographics to be able to show you their ads, okay? Now, the power here, guys, is that once you really learn how this actually works, and you learn about, how to be pro, and how to create the right type of content that's going to specifically target your particular buyer, right? You can do a lot of these strategies without spending any money, okay? You just have to really understand how the whole thing works, like how do your profile pages work, how do groups work, how does fan pages work, how do the chats work, how do group chats work. And most people don't understand it. They don't understand the psychology behind, our particular business model, because all they know, guys, all they know is this model over here, the corporate America features and benefits business model. Now, unfortunately, this does not transfer over to here, okay? It doesn't transfer over, okay? So in other words, in the event that you've been in your network marketing company, your affiliate marketing company, an MLM company, and you've been in for a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you're still not making a full-time income, it's because the business model that you know is this one from corporate America, and that's not our business model. That's not how it's done, guys. And this is the thing to really, truly understand if you ever truly want to make big money, okay? If you ever truly want to make big money, okay? Now, what I'm about to do is, this is something last year, I did a whole series of these where I took a group of people under my wing and I explain all these different concepts in words that everybody can get, okay? So this isn't about complex stuff. This isn't about being hugely technical. It's being able to bring it down to a point where literally a 5-year-old child could understand these concepts, okay? Now, just to give you an idea of what I mean by that, one kid that was, right around 16 or 17, in the event that a kid's going to step into entrepreneurialism, it typically shows up right around that time, right around 16, 17 years old, sometimes 15. That's when it starts to show up. So this 17-year-old kid, he reached out to me. He saw some broadcasts and he said, he saw something like this and he was like, OMG, I need this. Okay. So, and he didn't have the money. Okay. He didn't have the money at 17 years old to be able to get into the millionaire mentoring. Okay. And the spots, when I roll these things out, the spots just go, right. And then it's locked out, it's closed down. And then, people don't get a chance to get in. Okay. And every time I did it last year, every single one was sold out. Everyone that I did. And I'm talking about mentoring programs that I did at a much, much higher ticket price tag. Okay. So I'm talking about, sometimes they're 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. This particular one that I'm rolling out right now, called the 10K Side Hustle Showdown, is going to be a 30-day intensive. Okay. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean to have a 30-day intensive? That means that you're kind of like engulfed into the process, where we actually meet multiple times per week for 2 or 3 hours at a time to get ingrained into this concept so that it makes sense to you. And you go, wow, nobody's ever showed me how this actually works before. And then what you do is you watch over my shoulder while I'm actually doing the activities. So I might say, okay, guys, based upon my wall right now, what type of content am I going to pull out right now? What is the next thing that I'm going to put out for content? What's the reason that I'm going to put out this particular type of content? What's the psychology behind me putting out this type of content? And what words am I going to use specifically to speak to my particular target market? And how am I going to get people to reach out to me or reach out to you, right, on your particular business? Okay. And it doesn't matter what the business is, guys. Doesn't matter what the business is. That means that if you're in weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, energy drinks, legal, credit repair, digital products, the products make no difference. Okay. We actually helped one realtor. Okay. And when she first started, she was on the path where she was doing the pens and the mail outs, the fridge magnets, the notepads, the things that you see a lot of realtors do, where they just do these blanket things in the mail, and they're not effective, quite frankly, right? It's actually become less and less over this last probably 18 to 24 months, because you might as well just take a match and light that money up in flames, because it doesn't do the work. Okay. Business is about relationships, guys. Relationships. You have to be able to establish a know, like, and trust factor with a cold market. right? So social media is by far the most powerful way to do that, especially with a software like this, what you're watching right now, called StreamYard, where you can actually be broadcasting onto your wall, into multiple different groups, onto your fan page, and onto YouTube, right? So you can do one broadcast and just go, right, on all these different social media platforms. Is very, very powerful. But that realtor that was struggling, she learned this particular formula that I'm going to be teaching you in the 10K Side Hustle Showdown. And in roughly about 18 months or so, she added an extra $250,000 to her commissions in real estate. Okay, in real estate. Okay, so I'm not talking about just, you know, MLM, network marketing, blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about any type of business where you are doing basically what I would call a direct sale. Okay, a direct sale. Now, there was one guy was 25, okay, 25 years old. And what he was doing, he worked for a company that did door-to-door sales. Door-to-door sales, where you're just knocking on the door, and then the person opens up the door, and you're basically going to pitch them on something right there, right on the spot, okay? He took these strategies that he learned from online, he took them offline. And what he did was he recruited an entire army of college kids that had the summer off. And then he taught them the exact same strategies, right? And what ended up happening in roughly about an 8-month period of time, he did over, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, guys? $2 million door to door at 25. And he became vice president of the company, and he now owns a piece of the company at 25. Okay. Now, all of this stuff for these people happens within, you know, sometimes it's the very first month, bam, they come out of the gate. But I'm talking about when you get to the big numbers, you know, multiple people have passed $250,000. There's a couple that have passed 350,000. One of my students actually went from zero all the way up to $850,000 using this formula. Okay, so I can tell you that the formula is not on trial here, guys. Okay, the formula works. It's tried, tested, and proven. This comes from 3 decades of being in this industry. But here's the cool thing. The same formula transferred over into venture capital, where I raised tens of millions of dollars in venture capital. The same formula transferred over into hiring and putting together management teams. Like I'm talking about top management teams, CEO, chief operations officer, the CFO, chief financial officer, vice president of marketing and sales. I'm talking about your top tier of a corporate structure, the exact same formula. The exact same formula that I'm talking about, and it transfers over as well into network marketing, affiliate marketing, and MLM. Okay, so the interesting thing about this is that, you know, people see some type of result happen, and quite frankly, a lot of times it's completely shocking. I mean, I still sometimes have to pinch myself to, you know, really say like, holy crap, like this is bizarre how this works. Okay. We did one particular test market. That means that we haven't even spent any money on paid ads yet, 0 money on paid ads. And we built a team in roughly about 4 months or so of over 5,300 reps. And in test marketing, we did $2.3 million in sales volume in that particular rollout without spending a single penny. That was the test market. That was the test market before we actually are going to roll out any type of campaign. So what I'm going to share with you here, guys, is that tomorrow night is actually when this whole process is going to start of you getting an opportunity to interact directly with these students. Okay. I'm talking about some pretty phenomenal stories of they're almost like, what? How could that possibly happen? And I believe in complete total transparency. So, you may see some people promote on the internet, and there's a lot of bullshit out there, guys. There's a lot of scams going out there. There's a lot of people that will just use Photoshop or fake their story, or go to the bank, take out all their money and lay it across their bed and stuff, and take a picture of it, and pretend that that's really money that they made when it's their rent money. There's so much of that going on that I want to go directly to the core. I want you to actually be able to interact exactly like this with the people themselves, with the people. Okay, complete open book, open transparency. So the thing that you see of the guy that started brand new newbie, guys. Okay, brand new newbie, go from nothing, and in his first month make $23,000 US. Okay, no paid ads. Okay, no solo ads, no Google ads, no Facebook ads, no Facebook boost posts. Just understanding this formula. Okay. Now, it was maybe a couple of days ago, right, that I put out a couple of posts, and I can tell you that right now, okay, there's already over 100 people that have registered for this particular broadcast, and I have not done any sponsored paid ads. Zero, no sponsored paid ads. So this is the formula, guys, and I'm telling you that once you learn this, it will not only change your understanding of marketing and sales. It will not only change your understanding of social media and how it works and why it works, but it's going to change your understanding about people, guys. Because in any type of industry where you want to become the attractor factor, people are your commodity. People. And you've got to get good at understanding one single thing. People. What makes somebody pull out their credit card? How do you get people showing up with credit card in hand wanting to join your business? Okay. Without pitching them, without convincing them, without talking about your company, your products, your comp plan, none of it. Okay. How's it possible to do this? And the interesting thing is, hey, Marko, great to see you here. Looks like you're having some good things happening on your travels there. So awesome. Who else do we got here? We got Corey. Great to see you here. Registered. Looking forward to it. Guys, this is a total mindset shift. Okay. And I can tell you that when I first got started in our industry, in my 20s, I had to be completely retrained, completely. Okay. So I came from the corporate business model of, the features and benefits and trying to convince people and, have I got a deal for you, right? Here's why you need whatever I have, right? Which is what most people do in our industry. You see it all over their Facebook walls, all over the news feed, doing sponsored posts with all the same type of stuff. That's not our industry, guys. It's not how it works. And if you ever really want to get massive traction, there's another way. And this is the way. Okay. So what's going to happen over about the next week, once you register right there at www.10ksidehustle.com, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to get access to be on this live and interactive with all of these students. And quite honestly, some of them are mind-boggling. Okay. One lady was, she was in corporate America, right? She was having health problems. She was completely maxed out on her credit cards. Her credit cards were completely maxed out. She had lost her entire savings account to a lot of these get-rich-quick schemes where the video is just all hype, right? No real value. It's all just hype, get in now, lock your spot, right? And she lost all her money completely. I'm talking about credit cards maxed out, no savings account left. She was burnt out from corporate America. Her family had just been in a head-on collision, and she had just found out that her mom was diagnosed with cancer. Okay, that's where she started in the training. And she went through the training, and not only was she able to walk away from corporate America, right now she's a independent business consultant, and she's done over $200,000 from learning this formula. Okay, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Blake Smith, welcome to the broadcast. Great to see you here. Sharon Dixon, live from Scotland. Good to see you. Good to see you on the broadcast today. So, you know, what I really want to do here, guys, is I want for you to really understand that this isn't some type of like hype thing. This isn't like, you know, what you typically would see being promoted or, you know, pitched to people. That's not what this is about. I want to like take the veil away and bring you behind the scenes so that you can realize that what you may have thought about marketing, what you may have thought about lead generation, what you may have thought about recruiting, closing, upselling, and getting team duplication is completely different. It's completely different in the event that you ever want to get to 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, 8 figures, and higher. And that's my goal. That is my goal. I want to be able to, you know, just help to go poof, and help you to have an aha moment, because you're going to watch the process happen. Just like looking over my shoulder, and I'm going to explain each step. Why am I putting up the content right now? What's the strategy behind it? What's the psychology behind it? How does it fit in the overall content formula? How do I get people into a contained area so that I can start to build a relationship with them without even talking to them? Now, imagine if you could build relationships with people without actually physically talking to the people. And then when they do inquire, you have incoming inquiries to you in your inbox or to your email, or people saying, you know, hey, I saw your post and I'm super interested. You know, can we get on a call? Can we get a chance to connect? That's the difference, guys. That's the difference. Okay. Now, in the event that you're in a group or something, or you've gotten some type of basic training, this is the next level. Okay. And what I really believe is, if you ever want to get to the big numbers, it's all about starting with investing into yourself, investing into your knowledge, investing into your skills. And then from there, it goes into implementation, where you start to actually apply the strategies. But your goal is to get some results. Okay. Get some results. It could be lead generation results. It could be open rate results. It could be conversion results from leads to front end trigger product. It could be how many reps that you recruit in a certain period of time. It could be sales volume results. It could be the size of your team results. But we're in a results driven industry. Okay. It's not a hype model, guys. And this is where a lot of people fall short to understand how the business model is even done. People want to make money when they start a business. Okay. I don't know anybody that says, yeah, you know, I just threw $5,000 at that deal, and, you know, show me where I can do it again. Where can I do it again? That excites me. Where can I get rid of another $5,000? So our particular industry is a results-driven business model. And in order to step into leadership, you have to lead from the front and get some results. That's the goal, right? People want results. People want to make money. That's the whole purpose behind it. Darius says he signed up. Awesome, awesome. The 10ksidehustle.com, guys. And I'm telling you this, the people that go through this training go through a complete paradigm shift, because they're learning information that people just don't teach. People just don't teach this stuff. And I really believe that this information should be a prerequisite in order for you to even get into our industry. Because if you don't understand the distinction between a corporate America business model and the home-based business model, network marketing, MLM affiliate marketing, right, then you're at a huge disadvantage to all the people that actually get it. And it's way easier than you think, right? It's way easier than you think once you start to understand one thing: people. People, right? No transaction can be made, guys. No transaction can be made without people. You realize that, right? Like, people have a credit card, and they're the one that pulls out the credit card to buy anything, whether it's your weight loss products, your skincare products, your nutraceuticals, your energy drinks, your credit repair, whatever it is. It requires people, and the person needs to have a credit card in most cases. In some cases, a person can sign up with, Bitcoin or whatever. But for most programs, you need a credit card. You need a credit card. For most MLM companies, network marketing companies, you need a credit card because most of them have an auto ship. Most of them have an auto ship. And in order to be qualified, a lot of times to get your check, like I've seen people, and some big amount of volume comes in, and then they realize that their auto ship's not activated, and they lost out on all those commissions. And that's a terrible feeling when that happens. Trust me. Okay. Mark Presswood says qualified people. Absolutely. This is the important thing to understand, guys. I'm going to share this with you, is that the only people that actually even get into our industry are people that want more. They want a better life. They want more freedom. They want more time with their family. But the only people that ever truly make it in our industry are people that have reached what's called a breaking point. A breaking point. So this is why the hype model never works. Okay, because hype only lasts for a certain period of time, and what happens is if people are buying in on hype, a few days in, they already have buyer's remorse because the hype drops, and now the bottom falls out, and then they don't do anything anyway. So you've just got a revolving turnstile in your business, and there's no money in that, because the whole concept of a network is leverage off of the people. So what my millionaire mentor used to say to me when I first got started, he always used to quote this one particular quote. Okay. And it was literally ingrained into my system, into my DNA, from J. Paul Getty. Okay. J. Paul Getty. And what J. Paul Getty said was that I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Now think about that for a second here. And when he told me that the very first time, my brain started to do these calculations. So in other words, if you're working an 8-hour day, okay, you're working an 8-hour day, you're going to get paid either a certain amount per hour, or maybe you're doing a monthly salary. Okay. Now, in the event that you have 100 people working one single hour, okay, you've just worked 100 hours in one day. Now, think about that. That means that you've now worked a week and a half, right? Taking the weekends out, you've worked like a week and a half, right? Instead of just one day at work. This is the power. This is the power, guys. So my brain started to think about this and go, okay, well, what would happen if there was 1,000 people working one extra hour in a day? How many days would I actually be working through the leverage of the people? What if it got to 10,000 people working 1 hour? How many hours was I working in a day? Do you see the power of this, right? This is the power of this business model, guys. I'm telling you. But if you have a revolving turnstile in your business, you're basically you're kind of spinning your wheels. You're never getting into the point of true leverage and duplication. In order to get to those levels, you got to give people value. You got to give people value. So in other words, if you're the only person on your team that's making money and nobody else can make money, the whole concept of leverage is not there. You're basically just a direct seller and you get the commission, and they're revolving around, and then you're making another sale. They're just revolving turnstile. And just so you know, those people will keep on searching until they find a leader that's prepared to give them value. Okay. How do you generate leads? Quality leads. People that are the right type of buyers for your business. And then what do you do with the leads? So in other words, if you don't learn the foundational principles and you go directly into paid traffic, and the paid traffic is generating leads, but you don't know how to take those leads now and convert them over to get people to either buy or become an affiliate, you're wasting your money. You're literally burning your money up and you're wasting it away. You're wasting your money. Okay. So Mark says, Darren is so transparent. It's over the shoulder mentoring. Pierre Ingram. Hey, Darren. Great to see you, Pierre. Thanks a lot for showing up. Thinking a mini corporate America in your passion. I'm not really too sure what that means, but okay. Value to the people, says Ishmael. And that's exactly the case. So Dunbar says, offering them value. This is the key, guys. This is the difference between the big money earners and the no money earners. But what's value? What's value? What do you do to create value for the people, right? If you're a brand new newbie and you don't know what to do, this is where the education comes in. This is where the training comes in. This is where the mindset shift comes in. Because truthfully, if you ever want to be a successful entrepreneur, there's a lot of pretend entrepreneurs, guys. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but people think that if they just pay their 500 or they pay their 2,000 or 5,000, that they're automatically an entrepreneur, right? No, you're in a liability position and you've spent money and you haven't made any money. But to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to have the training and you have to have a specific type of mindset to be able to be bulletproof and to be able to be unstoppable and to be able to become the attractor factor. The magnetic pull is coming into you with people requesting information from you daily. That is the goal. Now, in the event that you learn how to do that prior to spending any money on paid traffic, zero money on paid traffic, you put together a foundation of magnetism. And that's something that can be now scaled with paid traffic. But if you don't know what to do with the leads when they come in, what was the point of it? What was the point of spending all that money if you can't convert the leads to either product sales or affiliates with your team? It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. Okay. Lucienne says pure value. Guys, this is a great story here, okay? Lucienne, maybe, I don't know, maybe about 7 months ago, he got into Millionaire Mentoring. And within that period of time, him and 3 of my other students have actually been able to get enough knowledge and skill that they've rolled out their own business opportunity. Like they're the CEOs of their own business opportunity. And I'm not talking about affiliates. I'm talking about owners of their own business opportunity. That's the power of this. That's what can happen. And that's how fast it can happen. And it's the missing link, quite frankly. It's the missing link in our industry. Lucienne says your income can only grow to the extent that you do. Absolutely. Mark Prestwood says team duplication. This is really the key, guys. It really truly is. Yeah, Lucienne says it's been 7 months. Okay. Now, some of you may be on this broadcast and may have been in your network marketing company for 7 months and still aren't making a full-time income. And Lucienne and 3 of my other students, they've created their own business opportunity where they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of affiliates now, and they're creating leaders and income stories within their own business opportunity. Think about the difference in this, guys. Some people may be in our industry for 7 years, 20 years, and not even have their own business opportunity yet. They're still affiliates. And Lucienne and 3 of my other students actually have their own business opportunity from newbie to their own business opportunity in a 7-month period of time. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about taking a quantum leap in your business. Okay. Like the 17-year-old kid made 50 grand in 6 weeks with no paid ads, guys. He didn't spend a single penny on paid ads. Pierre says, this is so pure value. Thank you, sir. Mark says, congratulations, Lucienne. Guys, this is really what our industry is truly all about. It's about transforming other people's lives. It's not about how much you can line your own pockets. In the event that you focus on the people and transforming the people, you will never, ever have to worry about money ever again for the rest of your life. It's a universal law. It's a universal law, right? Zig Ziglar had the statement that, you know, if you help enough people get out of life what they want, you'll get what you want. That's the principle of our industry. And it requires you to learn the skills, apply the skills, and then step into leadership, right? It's 3 simple stages: learn, implement, share. Learn, implement, share. And this is how you gain momentum. It's a teaching and training business model, guys. It's not a sales pitch business model. And this is the problem that people have when they get into our industry. They try to transfer corporate America and jam it into a, you know, another round peg in a square hole. They'll never fit. You could jam that thing with a hammer and they will never, ever go in. So that's why people just keep on spinning their wheels, wondering why it's not working, because you didn't ever start doing the business model in the first place. That's why it didn't work. Nobody ever taught you to actually do the business model and how it works. Mark Presswood says, woot, woot. You know, so here's the thing, guys. If you're serious, okay, I say, what does it mean to be serious? When I say, are you serious, right? Lucienne says, Darren and Ari's training is nothing I've seen before, okay? That's coming directly from one of my students, guys, that's gone through this training. So here's what I'm going to say to you. What is serious, okay? When my millionaire mentor said to me, Darren, how serious are you on a scale from 1 to 10 to become a 7-figure income earner? I said, I'm 100. I'm 100, okay? And I meant that. Whatever it takes, guys, whatever it takes to be able to go to the next level. And truthfully, the fastest way is piggybacking. Piggybacking. What is piggybacking? Piggybacking is when somebody else has learned a skill, they can show you the skill, then you do the skill, and they can kind of steer you back. Oh, no, don't, no, you, oh, watch that. Oh, no, stop there. Oh, go there, go over here, do this, right? Oh, you're going off path. And then you can start getting the same type of results. It's piggyback. You're piggybacking off of another skill from a leader that you're learning from, that they're showing you how it works, explaining why it works, the psychology behind why it works. And you're seeing it live in action. You're seeing it right in front of you over their shoulder. And I believe that that's really the thing that propels people to give them the confidence, to give them the self-esteem that they need in order to become bulletproof in our industry, because they see it working right in front of them live, right? Right in front of them live, they see it working, and then they just implement the same thing, and bada boom, right? I mean, I know that Lucienne, I mean, he just keeps on popping up with $1,000 days. I've lost track. I think he's done like 15 grand or something this month already. $15,000 is roughly right around there. And we're talking about, you know, 7 months ago, he just started. He's now the owner of his own business opportunity, and he's done like about 15 grand this month. Crazy, guys. There's crazy numbers, but I'm not talking about this from hype. I'm talking about this from real documented results of countless case studies. Matt Feast says, interesting concept, all good. Ishmael says, learn, implement, share. Who else we got here? Mark Presswood's back. The team is amazing. Now, guys, just so you know, this isn't about, this isn't about trying to get you to jump ship of whatever it is that you're doing and joining a business opportunity. This is real millionaire mentoring that applies to anything that you're doing. Real estate, mortgage broker, insurance, automotive, retail, MLM, weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, energy drinks, legal, credit repair. It doesn't matter what your vertical is. What matters is the strategy. How does the actual strategy work? And then how do you take that specific strategy and then bridge it over into what your particular business is? Okay. What the interesting thing is that a lot of my students, once they learn how the formula works, they end up with multiple different revenue streams because it carries over into every one of them. So they just roll out another campaign. They roll out another campaign and boom, now they have another income stream. They get that one up and running and boom, they roll out another campaign and they get another income stream going. So if you really study the whole concept of what does it take to become a seven-figure income earner, most seven-figure income earners or multimillionaires or eight-figure income earners and higher will tell you that they have multiple revenue streams, whether it's real estate, stocks, Bitcoin, crypto stuff, trading, Forex. They have multiple different revenue streams that all come in to start building their empire. I don't know any seven-figure income earner personally that only has one income stream, myself, including myself. I got multiple different income streams. But if you don't understand the actual formula, the challenge is that most people never get their business into liftoff. They never have that explosive, right, where it just goes into massive viral explosion because they're never taught. They're never properly taught. And most MLM companies only teach the top 200 list, make a list of your friends and family. That's the most common because the MLM companies know that if they go directly to that those people are the people that know, like, and trust you. And even if they feel sorry for you, so some of your friends may buy a bottle of your, juicy juice because they feel sorry for you. And they just get tired of being harassed over and over. Oh, okay, I'll buy a bottle. Okay, right? And in the event that the MLM company gets even two sales from each one of those reps, and that person's on auto ship with the big dream hanging in front of them, then as those numbers start to go up, at 10,000 people in an organization, if they only sold 2 bottles of product each, they just did 20,000 bottles of product sales, guys. So for the company, it's great. It's great for the company. Great strategy for the company. They go directly to know, like, and trust. Everybody goes out and ruins all their relationships with their friends. Nobody wants to return their calls. Massive carnage that goes on behind them. I call it carnage with the dead bodies going behind. But geez, the company's doing great. $1 billion company. Look at that company go, right? Make a list of your top 200, guys. Go for it. And this is the missing link. This is the missing link. What I say to people is this. Like, we just had Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, Thanksgiving dinner was here in Canada, and Monday night I went to my parents' place, and my sister was there, and her 3 kids were there, and their 7, next generation kids were there, and I didn't talk about my business once, not a single time, not once. And that's where it starts to get to be a turnoff, is that people get into euphoria. I call it drinking the Kool-Aid. They drink the Kool-Aid from the company, and now it almost becomes like a viral infection that they bring into the Christmas dinner. They bring into their Thanksgiving dinner. Every time the family gets together, all they can do is talk about their products and their company, right? And it's a complete turnoff, guys. You want to be able to keep these two things separate. You got your business over here that you're working on through proper marketing and understanding target marketing and putting value to the marketplace to have people approaching you, right? and your family things are over here, and that's your family things. And they're two totally separate things, okay? Now, I was on a Facebook Live, last week or something, and I was telling people about this phone call that I got this one day, right? And it was my mom. My mom gave me a call. It's like, oh, there's mom, right? So she said, she goes, hey, Darren, it's mom calling. Listen, I was wondering if you could tell us what exactly it is that you do. Because, when Dad and I are out and about and people say, so what does Darren do? What type of career is Darren? We don't really know what to tell them. We don't know what to tell them because we're not really too sure. That means that I haven't taken my business and polluted all of the family events and try to convince people to join my business, including my parents or my family or my sister. I haven't talked to any of them. I haven't talked to any of them about my business. It's not necessary, guys. It's not necessary. That's the difference between understanding real marketing and what these other companies are teaching you, okay? It's a complete eye-opener, game changer once you realize there are 2 billion people on Facebook. 2 billion. And imagine you're in a situation where you go into a lounge or a party. Okay, so visualize yourself and you walk into this like, whoa, it's a New Year's party or some cool event that you go to. That was kind of old school networking. That's all that we could do. We didn't have the internet. We would just go to these events, Chamber of Commerce, Business After Business, Vancouver Board of Trade, and we would network. We would network, okay? Now, put yourself back into the time and then slingshot way into the future. And imagine that they came out with this technology and there was a little computer camera right in here, okay? As you're doing your scanning like this, you're scanning the audience and you go, oh, that person right there. And there's a printout that comes and it goes, and you know where they live, you know if they're married, do they have children, you know if they went away on a vacation, you know what's going on in their life, you know if they're in our industry or not in our industry from one little scan. Guys, that's Facebook. That is Facebook. And once you understand how these two things can blend together, old school and new school, old school concepts, new school technology, guys, and it will floor you as to how easy it really truly is to build an international business without talking about your companies, without posting your products all over your Facebook wall, by providing true, real value to the people and learning how to become the attractor factor. And that is the power, guys. That is the power. Shane says, Darren, humanoid little. Mark Presswood, yes, yes, yes. Matt Feast says, really great value, Darren. Guys, you know, if you're not already registered, right down on the bottom of the screen, right down there, you will see the web address, 10ksidehustle.com. And I'm opening the vault, guys. Okay. I'm opening the vault. And I'm going to let you actually speak directly like this and ask my students questions that you can see that this is no hype. This isn't get in now, lock your spot. This is real, true education that can take you to 7 figures and higher. And it is tried, it is tested, it is proven for 3 decades and in multiple market sectors. Corporate America, I've got students that have used these same concepts to get 3 pay raises, 2 job promotions, and an additional side consulting contract from what they learned with this training. That's just corporate America. So if you like your career path in corporate America, awesome, hallelujah. I can show you how to get a pay raise, a job promotion, and be the person that they want to advance through up that company, right? You may be a person that just wants to open some other type of business. Maybe you go, oh, Darren, you know, MLM's not for me, but I really like, you know, gardening tools. I want to open up a business with gardening tools. You know, I want to open up a pet shop, right? We have a couple. Check out this story, guys. This is a phenomenon. This one couple was so far down the rabbit hole, the only source of income that they had was giving blood. Giving, it's called giving plasma, or doing a blood transfusion or whatever, not transfusion, but a donation to get money. That's how they were paying for their groceries, right? Was they went to give blood. That's how far down that they were. They applied these strategies. Within 1 year, they passed 6 figures. They now have their own reality TV show, guys. Their own reality TV show. They have corporate sponsors that pay for everything for them. They travel around the country in an RV. They're called World Class RV Adventures. And they've got 2 kids, and they've got a life of freedom now. A life of freedom from implementing these strategies. One lady was living off her credit cards, paying interest just to eat. And she made 18 grand her very first month. And within 2 years, she passed $300,000 in 2 years from flatline. One couple was 2 days with no water and an eviction notice. They had 6 children. They were on the verge of homelessness. First year, they hit 157,000, and now they own their own advertising agency. So when I talk about real, average, everyday people that had a dream, that hit their breaking point, that learned these skills, if they could do it, guys, okay? And I'm not talking about this from hype. I'm talking about this from real life stories. And tomorrow night is going to be the first one that you're going to be able to interact with live, right like this, okay? So make sure to opt in so that you can know where to go, right, onto the page where it's going to be, so that you can participate and be in the process to really find out that this is the real deal, guys. This is the real deal. This is as grassroots as it can get, without any hype, without any, big balloon that's just, right? Get in now, lock your spot. I don't do that. I talk about real value, real case studies, real stories of average people that just had a dream. They had a dream, and they reached a breaking point in life. Guys, my name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I really look forward to seeing on the broadcast. Ishmael says, great concept, true value to the people by becoming the attractor factor. Just registered. Awesome. Matt Feast, good to see you there. Open questions, ask away. Yes, you bet. It's the real deal. Okay. And as we roll this out, guys, over the next couple of days, some of these testimonials, quite frankly, they're shocking. They're shocking, because I'm not talking about like people that have a list, or people that were, already multiple 6-figure or 7-figure income earners, that a lot of people will showcase those people. Okay. And here's what I always say. Show me the story about the single mom. Show me the story about the guy that just got out of prison. We had one guy that got out of prison. First month, he made $28,500, and he only had 100 friends on Facebook when he started. Okay. It's fresh out of prison, guys. 28,500. Okay. I'm not talking about marketers here. I'm talking about newbies, guys. Brand new newbies. That is the difference. And that's what I want to be able to help you tap into. Guys, if you got some value from this broadcast, throw me a comment down there below. Share this out with people so that they can get some value from it too. Because our industry, guys, really, truly is about transforming other people's lives, not just about focusing on lining your own pockets. And that's what a lot of people do. And a lot of people have kind of lost their moral compass, quite frankly, in our industry. And it's sad, because this is one of the most incredible industries in the world, bar none, because it's the Friends for Life program. It's the Friends for Life program. That's what we do. We build relationships, and we celebrate, and we travel together and just go to that next level. Guys, hopefully you got some value from it, and let's go get it. Make sure to register for tomorrow night's broadcast, 10K sidehustle.com. Have a great day. All the best.